Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Thierer, I'm going to be talking with you mostly for the next 5 minutes. So I'd like to dig into the controversies regarding the moratorium section of the BBB legislation currently being considered by Congress. It's across the country as part of the narrative of the discussion of AI, and I believe we have an opportunity today to clarify the intent and the specifics of that section of legislative language in BBB. So in that topic, and please help me to understand, and in doing so, help the nation to understand, good sir. My read of the actual bill states that to that section in particular, going to the moratorium under the section of artificial intelligence and information technology modernization, says in general, except as provided in paragraph 2, which is essentially an exception to the moratorium that it allows for the sovereign states to enact and enforce laws that remove restrictions on use of AI. But the paragraph says in general, except as provided in paragraph 2, no state or political subdivision thereof, quote unquote, may enforce, comma, during the 10-year period beginning on the date of enactment of this bill, any law or regulation of that state. So my read is that the state is not restricted from debating and considering and voting on and passing and using their legislative bicameral body in each sovereign state to debate and vote on and pass laws regarding AI, and for that governor to sign that law. The big beautiful bill in this section states that the federal government is asking for a pause on enforcement. Am I right or wrong? And please embellish.
Yeah, thank you, Congressman, for the question. I testified about this in front of the Energy and Commerce Committee just 2 weeks ago, where there was a debate about the AI moratorium. And it's important to keep in mind that the reconciliation bill includes specific funding to modernize Department of Commerce technology systems. And there's a concern among members about exactly how that can happen if there's a whole host of conflicting laws at the state
Right, and the so-called moratorium is under that section.
That's correct.
Please continue.
And so therefore, that would prohibit certain AI-specific types of regulations at the state and local level.
It would prohibit the enforcement
yes,
of state-authored regulations.
that are AI-specific regulations. It's very specifically says that laws of general applicability are not to be covered by this, also criminal activity not covered. And so there are some important exceptions to this, and states are going to be free to continue to act on a lot of these different things.
So this moratorium, in the interest of time, just to clarify for the country, sir, this moratorium does not restrict the sovereign state's right to debate, vote on, and enact new AI legislation within that state. The moratorium is asking the states to recognize that AI by nature is interstate commerce, and under this section for modernization of the Commerce Department of the reconciliation bill, we're stating that the states should refrain from enforcement of new AI laws. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes, Congressman, and specifically what you said about protection of the interstate, the national marketplace, is really crucial, and it reflects the broader consensus of Congress going back over the last 30 years about the internet and technology more broadly, that there does need to be somewhat of a national framework and make sure that we don't have a parochial patchwork that will interfere with the free flow of algorithmic commerce and speech.
Okay, that was a
6 seconds.
squared away explanation. I thank the gentleman. Madam Chair, I yield.